I've done a fair bit today. Even though I started at 3 p.m, didn't have much of an update, but I got a lot done in terms of getting some assembly. So what did I get done? So let's have a look over here. I managed to get the air manifold on, put new hardware on. I got all the vacuum hoses piped out and ready. I'm now ready to receive the fuel line on here. I got the bottom seal put in place, which was problem, and the oil drive gear. I've reassembled all these hoses up here, tightened them all up. Got the vacuum up here ready. I don't know what this is for. Probably find out soon enough. Probably the air filter. I've got a hose here. I'm not sure what that does, but we'll soon find out. I've got to come around here. I've got to sort of tighten this up somehow, reconnect this up. But yeah, all I've got left to do is the front gears and the cams, the cam belts and the balance shaft belts, and we'll be ready to start and put the fuel rail on. Very, very close. It is now 6 o'clock. I've given it 3 hours, given that it started late. But you know, tomorrow's the 30th. I think tomorrow, if I get up early, we'll get all this done. Thanks to Ian at Porsche 944 online. He got me the parts today. I got the tube put in as well. I just want to show you that. This tube was rotten. Put a new one of those in as well today, which is good, and tightened up. So end of I think it's Wednesday. Oh, I have to go tomorrow morning and pick up the air filter. So what, the palaver with the air filter. Anyway, new air filter coming tomorrow. I'll get that tomorrow as well, and then I'll be almost ready to get this going. So I think probably by the 31st I might start it up, if not tomorrow. Well, anyway, end of the day 5, the 29th of December. I'll see you in the morning and see how much we can get done. Thanks a lot. Good morning, everybody. It is 30th of December. I gotta say, it's 9:20. It's been a full-on week trying to get this Porsche going, and I gotta say, I am a little bit achy right now. It's been some full-on days. However, as I signed off last night, I carried on a little bit past 5 o'clock till about 6:30, and I got a bit more done on this Porsche. So I'm feeling a little bit confident. So it's like, what, 9:25 this morning? I've got today and tomorrow to get this thing going and get it on a drive. I'm pretty confident that the rest of the car is good, because it was driving 2 days before I bought it, i.e. the previous owner had actually taken it out of the workshop the 2 days previously after an oil service, and the cam belt snapped on the way home. So I'm pretty sure the rest of the car's okay in terms of suspension, brakes. It's got brand new tyres on it. It's still got its tags on, so it's still registered and legal to drive on the road. I've also registered it, just waiting to get it going so I can get a smog test done, but it's not going to stop me getting it on the road. So what did I do last night? It's basically, what did I get done? I actually got the fuel lines on, the fuel injectors on, finish off tying down the head, the inlet manifold, tightened up all the hoses. There's a couple there that I still need to tighten up. I think these are all tight now. Got the turbo hose on. I tightened down the oil dipstick, which is a bit of a pain in the neck down there. Oh god, that was hard to get it done. Reconnected the vacuum lines to the actual fuel regulators, I think they are. Tied down the new injectors in here, new tube. So basically, all I got left is to get the belts on, the water pump, the belts, and reconnect the starter motor. So this is looking quite good, actually. So let's see how far I get today. I am goaling to try and start it today, so I have the rest of tomorrow to iron out any niggly points in case there's an oil leak or a water leak that might be there. And by the way, I've had a haircut. There's nothing worse than editing a video and finding out afterwards your hair's a mess. So I took to the shears last night, got a number 5, zoomed it all off, feel a lot better for it, and I feel I'm just going to go faster in the car when I get going because I've got less resistance. Anyway, let's get on with it. So it's come to the end of the December 30th and I haven't got it started. So many other things that needed to be done to even think about starting it. I've had to put all these pulleys on, which meant I had to take the crankshaft nuts back out again. I've got the top of the cam housing and distributor assembled. I've gone underneath and got the tensioners on for the power steering pump and the AC belt. I didn't realise how much in terms of little bits and pieces they were. So I've got to like 6 o'clock. I'm calling it a draw. I will get this started tomorrow. I have to if I'm going to drive it on the 1st of December. But thanks for checking in, and I'll see you in the morning when I'm a bit more fresh. Hello everybody. It is December 31st, 8:15 in the morning, and I still haven't started up the Porsche 944 Turbo. Getting close, I think. I did want to do it last night, but I went through some trauma. You know, I had to take the belts off a few times, get the pulleys on. A lot of little things which make up this car, make it work. You just don't realise. All the big items I've done, but the little things like the pulleys, the tensioners, I put the tensioners on. Anyway, but I want you to sort of talk about something really different. Cup of coffee. This cup is by a company called Ember. This is not a promo. Just a little tip. Every time I made a cup of coffee and brought it into the garage, I put the cup down and I'll get working on the car. 10 minutes later, come back and the coffee's gone ice cold, and I really wanted hot coffee. Got this cup for Christmas, and it's by a company called Ember. Like I said, not a plug. The great thing is it charges up wirelessly, and it keeps my coffee warm to the exact temperature for coffee at 145 degrees right until the last sip. So it means that I can put this cup down, do a bit of work, come back, have another sip, and it's piping hot. Amazing. So for those of you out there who like having a cup of coffee or a cup of tea in the garage when you're working on your car, get an Ember cup. Anyway, that's a little tip for the garage. Now, where are we with the 944? Well, like I said, there was a lot of stuff that went on yesterday. In particular, I locked the engine up by putting the cam belt sprocket at the back the wrong way around, and when I tightened it, it locked the sprocket to the engine and locked the crankshaft. First of all, I thought it was a problem. Anyway, I've got this cover on, got the belts on, I've got the new thermostat, the turbo thermostat. I put these ancillary pulleys on which needed to, and really I just need to get the radiator put in, the fans put on, the starter motor connected, put some fluids in, coolant and oil, and I think we're back where we need to be, ready to start it. Will I make it? So I'm going to check out at this point, and the next time I actually do a section on this will be tomorrow morning, the 1st of January, and either I'll be driving this car or it'll still be here and I wouldn't have done it. Anyway, thanks so far for following me. It's been a great journey this week. I got one more day. I'm definitely not going to work on this on Sunday, no matter what. I need a day off before I start work on Monday. So Sunday's going to be a day off. But let's see how I get on, and I'll speak to you on the 1st of Jan. Hey everybody, it's still December 31st. I have completely put the car together. Everything's back in. Just topped it up with oils. Got water in the reservoir. Well, not water, coolant in the reservoir. Need to tighten that up a little bit, which I'll do right now. Silly Billy. Let me just get that done. I think I did that so I could... Oh, yes, there we go. I'm not going to do that. Power steering fluid. Just make sure we got some in there, plenty in there. I think I'm going to roll it out. It's on ramps right now, and I just don't want it to set on fire while it's on ramps and I can't get it out. So I'm just going to roll it out. Give us 1 second. Okay, so we've pulled the car out in case it catches fire. I don't want it to catch fire in the house, no matter how good a mechanic I think I am. Just in case, I've got Manoj here. Say hello, Manoj. Manoj is going to, well, I've got my fire extinguisher in case there's a fuel leak. He's going to keep an eye on fuel leaks. Let me just make sure the key's out of the ignition. Quite exciting. By the way, it's still December 31st. So, keys out. Let's see if this goes up in a puff of smoke. Hey, good morning everybody. It's January the 1st, 2022. Happy New Year to everybody, and I hope you had a great New Year's Eve, and I hope you all keep well. Wishing you all the best for the new year, and many good wishes and luck, and I hope it goes well for you all. Thanks for joining me today. As you can see, it's still here. I managed to get everything together, and and yesterday, as you can see from just the clip, I pulled it out and it wouldn't fire up. It was spinning. Well, the engine wasn't spinning, something was spinning, but the engine wasn't turning over. It turns out the starter motor was not engaging the engine. We did find a couple of fuel leaks though, because the fuel pressure system, pressurized up. These joints on the top of the fuel rail were loose, so we tightened those up. But generally, there don't seem to be any water leaks, etc. But it was 3:15 yesterday when I discovered the starter motor wasn't engaging. Tried to tap it with a hammer, yada yada yada, all those other good things, but I couldn't get it to start. So we pulled it back in, put it back on the ramp, and pulled the starter motor out. Could I get a starter motor yesterday? No, not at my local shop. My local shop, the best chance I had of getting a starter motor, where I have been getting some odd parts for this 944 turbo, is a Santa Rosa, Smothers and Santa Rosa. And they're a Euro car parts supplier. They're an offshoot from my Mercedes dealer. Luckily, amazingly, they've had a number of odd parts for this car in stock, like the turbo thermostat, which is a tiny thermostat. They had a distributor cap with rotor, and even they themselves had to comment. They've been on the shelves for a while. Up where I live, there's not many 944 project owners. So what am I going to do? It's the 1st of January. I'm still motivated to get this car on the road today. I've decided that I do have to buy a new starter motor, but having looked at a few YouTube videos, the assembly of a starter motor doesn't look too complex. I've taken it off, I've connected it to the battery to see if the solenoid's engaging. It looks like maybe it wasn't. So I've pulled it apart, so let's have a look at where I'm up to. So I have pulled the starter apart. What do I mean? First of all, this spriget here that comes out to engage seemed to be tight before. I left it with penetrating oil overnight, gave it a bit of a knock, and it seems to have freed up. I'm just wondering if that was the problem. I have taken the solenoid out, and you can see that's the lever that pulls the sprocket forward to engage. That's the solenoid that goes there. I took a bit of a chance. I pulled it apart. I'm going to clean it up. There's a piston that goes in there, and it sort of pushes out. The solenoid at the back seems to be okay, so I'm going to clean that up and put that back together. So here we go. Let's see if I can get it cleaned up. So I've reassembled the starter motor, and I'm just going to test it. So what was happening, just to let you know, is that this springette was not coming out and not engaging. It was just getting stuck. So the test is, I'm just going to use a battery, connect it up to here, and see. And what I'm looking for is this to come out and spin. And if it does, hey presto, I've just saved myself 800 bucks on a starter motor. So here we go. Success! Perfect! It's working! Can you believe it? I've just saved myself a ton of money, and let's try that one more time. That's exactly what we were looking for. Let's take this off. So, perfect. I am pleased with that. I'm going to get it in and we're going to try and start it. Let's see what happens. It's still the 1st of December. I might make it. Further away. Let's see. Oh, it's nice and warm in here. Keys in. So, do we get ignition? We got ignition. Let's try. So the start motor went in, as you saw, couldn't get it started, so I got out to the 944 groups on Facebook, and it's still the 1st of December. I want to try and get this started, and one of the things that there's a guy called Thomas, and one other person, I can't remember his name, who both said the same thing. They thought my cam timing was out by 180 degrees. What does that mean? Even though the timing marks were set up, I had the valves opening, the exhaust valves opening when it should have been the inlet valves. I think so. That's what I think they were saying. So I've stripped it all down. I've taken the belts off, the cam belt, and I've had to take the starter motor out, lock the engine up, get the lines, the marks lined up, take the belt off, turn the cam around, put it all back on again, and it's all back together. I can't remember what time it is right now. Let me quickly check what time it is. What time is it? It is, I don't know what time it is. Anyway, I can't work out what time it is, but it is mid-afternoon, maybe 2-3 p.m. So I'm going to push it out and let's see if we can get it started. Stick around. So it's 3:21 p.m. as I said. Get this camera lined up, ready. Let's see. Give it a whirl. Ignition on. Interesting. As you can see, I think back to the drawing board. I'm not sure what is. Tried my best. Trying my patience now. Catch you later, guys. Happy New Year. So hey everybody, it's as you saw before, I didn't start. What I did do is get in touch with my friend, Carworks 101, and he's got an Instagram, he's got a YouTube channel, Carworks, WERX 101. And he helped me fault find. Turns out the cam gear key had got busted, and it had caused my timing to go out by about, I don't know, an inch. I'm lucky that actually my heads and my pistons didn't break. Cut a long story short, took everything apart again and repositioned the key, got it all fixed. Now the timing's spot on. What was happening, as you'll see from the photograph, is my rotor was not pointing to piston number 1 when it was top dead center because of this misalignment. I think it's going to start. So let's see what happens. It's a bit dark, so I'm going to start it in here. Let's see how we get on. It is still 1st of December, 1st of January, by the way. Let's see where we get to. Oops, just in case. Let me get the wedges out. In case this damn thing. Oh. There we go. It's rolling back. Again, brake on. Should have put the handbrake on first. Not good. Not good. Okay. Let me just check. Have we got good scenery here? Yes, we have. We are ready to roll. Ready to roll, everybody. I am absolutely tired. Here we go. It fired up. Well, hey, I can't believe it. It did actually fire up. Success! 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 January the 1st. I haven't taken it for a drive, but it has fired up. And thanks to Neil from CarWorks 101 to get this solved. I am just so pleased. Oh, so I'm so happy. It is actually 7:20 p.m. on the 1st of January. Didn't quite get to do a breakfast drive, but definitely got it going. Like I said, thank you to Neil. I also want to thank you to Thomas and a whole bunch of other people on the Facebook forums. They all told me that my timing was out, and it was all down to actually my fault. You know, I did a bad job putting on a spigot at the end of the camshaft where the key goes, the Woodruff key. So it was a user error. If that hadn't happened, it probably would have started up this morning. But fixed the starter motor today, which is great. Fixed that. Everything's back together. There doesn't seem like any leaks. Well, certainly, you know, not that I can see. It needs to smoke off because there's a bit of oil and everything on the manifolds. But I'll do that tomorrow morning. Well, thank you for watching, and you know, watch me take it for a drive on my 3rd episode, which I did say it was 1 or 2, will be when I take it for a drive, which will be tomorrow. And I'll box it all up, put the hood on, and we're going for a drive. Thanks a lot. What a journey it's been. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. I look forward to seeing you all sometime in the future at the car meets, or if you work with me at Oracle, certainly over Zoom. It'll be awesome. Let's see you soon. This is Mickey, Mr. India, checking out, a week off work, getting this thing going. I'm really chuffed. I'll speak to you soon. I am absolutely tired. My fingers are sore. They're not used to doing mechanicking work, and normally used to hitting a keyboard. Hey, have a good one. So I changed my mind. Glenn, my friend at work, reminded me the commitment was to get this running and take it for a best breakfast drive, but at least a drive on the 1st of Jan. So I am just going to take it around the block, and then I've fulfilled on my commitment. So here we go. I wonder if these seats go forward. Here we go, taking it for a drive. A lot of burning oil going on down there. So before I take it for a drive, just want to make sure this oil that's burning off is oil that's burning off. Oh dear. Well, I drove it. I drove it out there. Made my commitment. I don't think I want to go out in the dark and drive it. It's still, you know,